Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pondocalypse, where I tried recording open broadcast software. Makes sense? Yeah, recording the actual full-on window. In fact, I think... Let me just play that back to the stream, what it would have been recording. Oh no, it was clever enough, but it didn't. Good. It only ever got to initializing, it never actually did it. Don't reveal my secrets to the chat. What secrets now? But let's keep going again. I'm hoping that that's going to help people get to work. You know, Skyways. Hey, what y'all complaining about? Not enough buyers for products. Well, ship them out. I can't do anything about that. Not enough goods to sell. Look. He don't have enough buyers for his products. You don't have enough goods to sell. Sell his freaking products. I don't think my city's that terrible. A lot of the worker complaints have seemed to have gone away, though. Which is crazy to me, but I'll take it. Oh, timer, yeah. Thank you, Tristan. Oh, Emmy as well. I actually only saw Tristan's. No, people are still complaining about lack of workers, but I think they might be the people who don't have access to one of these paths. Can I build the dirt paths up in the air? No, you can't build dirt paths up in the air. That's a shame. Okay, let's expand that out then. And I'm sure people don't see these paths as distance walked. Now that might be one reason why we're not growing anymore. We've actually taken up all the zoning. Almost. There's a little bit of residential demand, so let's expand out another 3 lines. So people can start living near the poop. Because everybody wants to live near poop. No. Thank you. No bridge. That's wasted zoning. There we go, that's better. Almost running out of space. And it's not like I could have done this, much more efficiently. A lot of this island is turned over to housing. Should be fine. Now look at the zoning again. The majority of that actually did get covered. Do you think it does remember what zoning should be there? Okay, you've got a thing right there. You got people going into work. I guess you still got 10 jobs available, but okay, people are walking straight past you to go to work. Just need more people. I don't have low health. I guess 40% is a little low. Right, if I have another health thing, will that encourage you to come to the city? Did seem to affect the health coverage. And it's slowly ticking in a little bit better. It might, hopefully. I mean, we're losing people. We're at 4,000. I can't seem to do it. Why did I bulldoze what? That bridge was a plank of all the criminals in the city to be dumped. Oh, right. Tristan, we have the timer going. It's not displaying for some reason, but I do actually have the timer going. No, that's wrong. Timer shouldn't be a window capture, it should be a monitor capture. I don't get what's gone on here. OBS has forgotten that one little piece of information here about how to collect the timer. It's meant to be there. Don't be City Skylines. You're meant to be capturing a timer window. It's refusing to capture anything other than City Skylines, the thing that should be capturing the timer. It's not what I want from you. Okay, the timer's going to have to go away. It's not working. Sorry about that, guys. Timer's going. We've got 17 minutes. For some reason, OBS is refusing to capture anything other than the game window, though. You guys are struggling for workers. There you go. That should let people get to work to you. Water, is that an actual problem, or are you lying? You're lying, it's not a problem. So you have plenty of water, and you've had the pipes the whole time, you just hid them. Yeah, you hid them. That's your fault. Oh, stretch. You're complaining about selling goods. I can't do boats now. I'm too small. Ship them out. It's not hard. I'm actually thinking that you have to go back to generic industry. It's just going to kill the money I'm making, but you seem to be struggling. You've actually dug up the ore and made that fertile farmland. They shouldn't be doing forestry industry. You can try farm. Like, can you have multiple in this? Technically, that's fertile farmland. So let's have farmers on this island. The population's going to tank, though, until this comes back. Come on, guys, come in. Okay, and you are actually connecting up to the power now? Yeah. And you're all complaining about not enough goods to sell now. Ship them in! Annoying as hell. Don't get why it's a problem. You have freeway access. There's not a traffic problem. Unless there's, like, huge congestion or something at the actual highway connection, which I can't, or like the entrance of a map, which I can't see. Oh. And it's all over. Yup. Yeah, I forgot the teleportation patent. But that last bit of water came up so much quicker than what I thought it was going to do. The water's not getting close, joint. It's there. So despite the fact that the island is so much bigger than what we had pre-built, we only got up to about... Well, we didn't even double the population. I do like how the power's still working. Even though it's underwater. But I guess we watch the ending now. I can't move. There's no more squares for me to buy. I have to get up to a bigger size, Tristan, so that I can buy more land, and I can't sell land. So I needed to get up to be honest, probably about 26,000. 5,000 was the next one, and the next one didn't give me another square. I need to get up another 2 sizes. And this is flooding at the same time, so being on one of these two wouldn't have bought me much more time. I needed to get onto some of these. I think I might have needed to move on to this island quicker. I was aiming to move. I needed more population to move. I couldn't move because I couldn't buy the squares to move until I got more population. The next one, which didn't give me a square, was 5.5 thousand. Sorry, yeah, 5.5 thousand. Probably would have been around 10,000, I think. Yeah, actually, let's just double check this. Cities, skylines, population. Hopefully that's enough because I couldn't think what to say. Milestones, that's it. Let's see, okay, he's actually said it harder. Busy town shouldn't be 5.5, it should be 4.6. But even assuming that, then big town would have been 7,000, which it would be more because it looks like he's turned it up on this map. And would that have got me another bit of land? Districts. No. Big town would have got me another piece of land, but I had to have got up to big city to get a second piece, which would have got me up onto one of these. And big city was... Accept the bailout, see how long we can last. Big city on standard is 16,000 people. Yeah, K-Roll, this is the Pondocalypse map. You start off over here, and this lake here is just getting fuller and fuller and fuller. And eventually it floods over, and hopefully you've got enough population that you eventually move up onto this little bit there. And then hopefully you get enough population so you can move up onto these things. And from there, I believe there's higher up here to try and last even longer. I'm pretty sure there's a final step right up there, but I can't really see it. In fact, let's jump into I mean, we're lost here. Well, let's wait until they give us a proper game over. Because apparently there's still 40-odd people alive here. Somewhere. People are alive. All moved out. 20 people still alive in this city. As to where, I have no idea. The Canadian Ville Ocean is growing. He was complaining mainly about the crime. Oh no, the land value's terrible. Yes, because it's under sodding water. Oh wait, they're not actually fully flooded yet. So that's how a few people have survived, another 11 somewhere. Maybe they're in the school. No, the criminals are in the school. But the cars don't work underwater. Oh, I know where they could be alive. The highest point to stand on is one of these bridges, isn't it? These skyways. Anyone alive on these? Well, it seems not. We're running out of money. We're in the minus. I love it. We didn't have high density, no. High density would have came with Big Town, which is supposed to be 7,000. But Busy Town's meant to be 4.6, so I think we'd have needed around 10,000 population to get high density. I mean, I don't know if I could fit 10,000 people on one of these circles, but I guess... Oh no, I'd have to, because Big Town, what would be about 10,000, is when I would have got my 4th square. So I wouldn't even be able to buy that one or this one until I got to 10,000-ish. Why did he turn up the requirements? This map... Like, we only just escaped here. We bought this tile as the water was starting to come over. So, yeah, that was almost like it was timed perfectly to expect you at the rate that we was going to grow. But yeah, everybody's dead. We're 50-odd grand in debt. Let's pop out of here. Go back to the main menu. And let's look at it in the... You don't want to live here anymore. Let's have a look at it in the... Is it in the content manager of the map? Where I can, go into it in the buildy thing. No. Tools. Map editor. Load. Pondocalypse. Let's just have a look round and see, because I couldn't really see the map as we was looking through. Yeah, that's where we start. And this is the lake, the original egg timer that you have to wait for it to fill up. There's no ship connection. Let's go away, you tweeter. So we moved over here and onto this island. And let's see, we'd had to have gone 1, 2 onto one of these. Then it'd been 1, 2, 3 until we could have got like up to here. And we'd needed to have bought that and this to get up there. And this would have been the final safe spot. Oh, they'd have given us rail if we'd got up here. There's a highway, so they shouldn't have had too much trouble. Maybe the distance was too far, and that's why goods wasn't coming in. Oh, you're kidding me? The water spawns from here as well. Let's accelerate time. Yeah, it spawns from over here as well. Which we don't see because it's hidden behind these walls, yeah. That's why it seemed to catch up on us. And this is what I thought was causing all of it, but there's water flooding in here as well. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, the wall is the same level all the way round. So no matter what you do, eventually all of this is going to flood with water. Which will include this. That actually has a water source on it. Insult to injury. Actually, could that have been the reason why we... I mean, that's the same level. This might be why we weren't getting shipments in and out and why they was complaining. Did this flood? I mean, that's lower than these. This is flooding at a quicker rate than what that was. I just want to watch that. Because if that's the case, we lost our access to the outside city. And we might have done that when we couldn't run the coal plants anymore. I would hope that's not the case. Let's just keep this running. Yeah, that's filling up. I mean, this... Our timeline, as we knew it, this came over, and then this filled up. But I need to know whether this road became impassable. If it did, this map is broken, basically. Because there would be no way for people to get in and out. That's why the town wasn't really growing. It wasn't able to attract immigrants. It was only reproduction. That's why we went from gaining 140 to gaining like 1 or 2. Import height map, export height map, water, ground resources. I was hoping you just show me the map, not me have to paint it. Now that should be these things level, I would think. But yeah, look, once you're on here, if the water's coming up here, they're lower. That's still your highway connection for this. I think that's a flaw in the map. I don't know if it's designed to be like that, but... What do you guys think in the chat? If this floods... Well, even before these... Because, we can't connect up there until we buy the land. And even then, getting a sodding road down here would be a pain. But if this floods... And that still hasn't even flooded over here yet, and that's getting close. That's not even something we could see, that we could be worried about. And it looks to me like this side is lower than that side. It might just be because the water may be higher here. That bridge there. Yeah, that current gap is going to flow over, so this will have to fill up. I think we might be okay. Watching water fill in. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubes. Wait, that's a water source too? Okay, that's when this would have flown. So at this point, we'd moved on to this little island. I know you're supposed to make the city quickly, but this is the only highway connection until you get up to here. So that highway connection should last you for as long as you're on these islandy bits. And these ones, to be honest. I mean, once you've got this connection's gone, you swap onto this network, which they've already built. And yeah, once you're up here, you have that connection. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's probably how you'd have to do it. Now that's still fine at the minute. Yeah, that's plenty high enough actually. That... I wouldn't mind this going even faster actually, so I could just see what happens. Gonna let the episode run on a little bit longer because of it. But yeah, I thought that basically the clock would tick slower once it broke free. And each time it went past one of them little water dams and stuff like that, it was more land it had to fill up, so it would tick even slower. And giving you that more time for the larger cities because you had to get more population. Like, say, to get from one milestone to another was a larger amount of population each time, so I thought it was designed to slow the clock down. But because this fills in, don't know if it would. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could go straight diagonal. Now, I remember this point when that was still flooding out, because I was worrying about the waves coming over here and flooding us before the water filled up, which it didn't do, thankfully. Okay, that's now these two strip bodies of water merging. How do I still have 71 people here when I'm just literally watching water? By diagonal, I meant by buying one to the side, one up. One to the side, one up. You can only buy adjacent, you can't buy diagonal anyway. So Tristan, what I meant is like we start here, buy one, 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 buy one. So it's diagonal in my head, but it's actually left up, left up, left up, left up. Which might have been better. But yeah, this is still all ore. That would have been the coal. Yeah, that's that merging. It's still... I don't know, actually, that's reasonably level. Oh yeah, but this is higher over here, so yeah, it's still sort of filling this up. I can't believe that these little ponds are actually water sources as well. It's pretty awesome to watch. Actually being able to get out and see it, yeah. Is that road? Oh, that's a bridge. Yeah, that's fine. So I saw the road in the middle of the water and I was thinking... You know, it was already screwed. It's terrifying to watch, yeah. Let's see, so that's still where we were, but at some point when we was reasonably settled on this little island, we stopped getting coal shipments, and I'm sure it's because one of these roads gets flooded. Let's see, curiosity, the water's 1 mouse. Oh, that's not going to work because different distances. We can see roughly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is higher than that. Which means it's definitely... Well, we know that these are higher than that. Basically go with seaports. Yeah, I guess actually, but at what point do they become a thing? Seaports, you unlock the ships at Capital City, which is 30,000 population. By default, remember that the settings are higher in this. So, we didn't even get to Busy Town. To get onto these higher bits here, you would needed to have gone Busy Town, Big Town, Small Town, Big City. No, sorry. Busy Town, Big Town, Small City, Big City. Yeah, once you got to Big City, that's when you could have been on here. But to get to ships, you then have to go to Grand City and then Capital City. So ships come too late to replace that road. Maybe you're supposed to play this with everything unlocked? Oh no, because if you're playing with everything unlocked, you have all the tiles. You can just build straight here, can't you? Wait, is that how the everything unlocked things works? It is, isn't it? Relying on coal is a no-no, yes, but also getting any inputs or outputs from your... to your industry or your shops is a no-no. So you need industry to fuel your shops, and you need shops to fuel your industry. But I had as much as I could get, and they wasn't able to support each other. The industry was saying that they didn't have anywhere to sell this stuff, and the shops were saying they didn't have enough stuff to sell. That's still not full, but that's getting pretty close. And that road looks fine. Although it's still having to go up to get onto that bit. It's still above the water level for now, yes. But so's this island. And it was some time while we was on this island before it went over. There, look. It's not above water level anymore. That was only a flood, but that's enough to stop the cars. The wave. And... you know, look at it there. It's not going to be long until we get another swell of that as well. So while we were still sitting... I mean, look how much... I remember mentioning, you know, when the water was up to this point, because I like it always halfway in this stage. You know, this is half the height. That little hill there was half the height of this thing. So halfway through, as when you're on this island, this stops being a valid route. That side's not flooded. That road's higher. This side, the waves stop the traffic. Which is this the in or the out? And that's the in road. That's why you don't get in shipments. Yep, flooded. Yeah, that's not even like a case of swelling anymore. That is just flooded. Really, there should be something... Oh, you can't get up there, height too high. Slope too steep. Like that. Well, even that's about to go under freaking water. Maybe it should have been a bridge on here. Yeah, that's even... It's not far off flooded, this bridge either, but that would have bought you a little bit more time. Maybe got it in joint conjunction with that, the timing. I mean, look, this island's still fine. That's when we stopped the coal plants from working. And I think that's basically when we were screwed. Makes me laugh how this bobs up and down so much. You know, the actual level of the bridge. Or maybe there should have been a highway connection around the outside of this and down that bit so it could have connected up. Yeah, I don't think there's been any chance. Like, capital cities when you got 6 squares. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you would have got your boats just before you got onto this bit here. So these should have lasted you. There should have been road access up until you could have swapped out to boats. Or the option should have been changed over so that you could actually have got boats earlier instead of later. Well, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time we have for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching. This episode's going to be a really long one. I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.